Salt Lake, Miami, in the first game of the SSBA Smooth Schofield Basketball Association. Chad Robinson and Nicholas Frey with the tip-off, and here we go. And now Chad Robinson passing the ball to Noah Travinsky. Noah Travinsky goes to the center of the court here. Score! Three-pointer! First score of the game for the Salt Lake Alchemists in the first quarter of this new league, Nico.
Nothing but net three-pointer by Travinsky, showing his range, showing what he can do.
Ron Levere showing his dribbling skills, going down center of the court here. Ron for Miami, passes to Frank Steele. Frank Steele going center of the court. Shot blocked by Chad Robinson. Chad Robinson trying to score. Blocked again by Nicholas Frey. And Nicholas Frey scores 3 points for Miami.
What defense by Nicholas Frey, going down court with the quick three-pointer to tie things up here at 3-all.
And there you see Matt Johnson. Matt Johnson grabs the ball. Matt Johnson going for a shot. Shot blocked by Nicholas Frey. Frey scores. 2-pointer for Miami.
Frey with the lay-in, maneuvering past the defense, cutting baseline to go for the easy lay-in, and it was like kind of effortless, I would say.
Definitely, and there you see Noah Travinsky at the backcourt line. And there you see Chad Robinson duking it out with Nicholas Frey at the center of the court here. There seems to be a scuffle for the ball there. Nicholas Frey drops the ball. Chad Robinson has it, going for the score. Blocked by Frey. Frey with those cat-like quick agility moves here.
Yes, I like how Chad did hustle for the ball, but Frey, as you did state, with those cat-like reflexes, able to gather the ball up, and retain possession for the Miami Cobra.
Ball pass to Frank Steele. Frank Steele passes to Ken Sterling. Sterling with the ball. Dribbling down center of the court here. Sterling going for a shot. Off the backboard. In! Nothing but net. Swish for Miami.
Ken Sterling with the bank shot off the glass. Pretty jumper here. Nice form. Just spotting up for this easy two-pointer.
You know, just seeing him in the opening minutes of this game, Ken Sterling is very quick, very good. Miami definitely has the better side when it comes to defense and speed in the opening minutes of this game, Nico.
You know, they're up for a reason. You can tell just on the defensive end, their speed is where they are thriving. They're getting blocks, they're getting steals, and then they're converting them to easy buckets.
And Matt Johnson trying to get the ball here. And there you see Matt Law. Matt Law there blocking the attempt by Matt Johnson.
Matt Law blocking the shot, showing what he can do on the defensive end. And Matt Law last year, he led his team in blocks. So I'm not surprised the impact he just had on the defensive end.
And ball pass to Nicholas Frey. Nicholas Frey dribbles here, going to the left side court. Left front and center. Nicholas Frey going for the shot. Blocked by Matt Johnson. Matt Johnson has the ball. Matt Johnson scores. Score 10-5. Salt Lake 5. Miami 10. And we'll be right back in the first game of the SSBA Smooth Schofield Basketball Association. I'm Casey Schofield here with Nico Smooth. We'll be right back. And we are back with the second quarter of the first game of the SSBA Smooth Schofield Basketball Association. It is the Salt Lake Alchemists and the Miami Cobras. And I'm going to tell you, man, our boys out there looking real good right now. Just playing smooth as peanut butter, man.
You're seeing defense on both ends. You're seeing fantastic three-point shooting from the Miami Cobra. You're seeing loose balls being fought for. You're really seeing the hustle from these players. I'm impressed by both teams.
Miami is killing it out there as far as their defense. And you got to know, man, that could have a serious impact on the Salt Lake Alchemists.
Defense wins championships.
And there you see Nicholas Frey there with the ball. Miami starting out the second quarter there and passing the ball to Steele. You know, it seems like Frey and Steele are definitely a twosome that are a serious threat, or could be a serious threat, I should say, to any team going forward in this league, Nico.
You know, Frey, he knows how to dish to open teammates. Steele can also back him up, get open for open jumpers, and he just has hustle in him. So yes, they're a good 1-2 punch.
Johnson with the ball, dribbling down, center left of the court here. And Johnson going for a shot. The quickness of Sterling, shot blocked. And Sterling dribbling. Sterling with the ball, dribbling down center of the court here. Boom! Three-pointer! Wow! 13-5 in the second quarter. Florida is dominating Utah right now, Nico.
I totally agree. It just seems like Salt Lake can't generate any type of offense. Whenever they try to get into their shot and step into their shot, either it's getting blocked by the Miami Cobra or they're just coming up empty on that end. So let's see if they can gather some type of rhythm here on offense.
And there you see Matt Law cutting Matt Johnson off of the pass here. Chad Robinson grabs the ball. Stolen. Chad Robinson with the ball. Trying to go for the score. Misses. Nicholas Frey with the ball. Passes to Frank Steele. Frank Steele going center of the court. 3 points. 3 points here. Goodness. 16-5. Florida is kicking the hell out of Utah right now.
Cobras are just raining threes whenever they get a chance to. They're barely even taking this inside. Their game plan is to attack Salt Lake from outside because they seem to can't stop the three. So you can't stop it, why stop shooting?
Well, see, the problem with Salt Lake is that I see right now is Salt Lake is trying to power their way through.
Penetrate to the basket and kick that ball out to those open shooters. You got Travinsky out there that can hit the three. Kick that ball out and they'll see more success on offense.
Noah Travinsky sending out Paul Williams and Rick Daniels to defend the hoop for Utah. Chad Robinson going in, blocking the shot by Sterling. Robinson with the ball here. Dribbling, going to the back court line. Could Chad Robinson be trying to make a long-range score? And Chad jumping high. Chad with a jump shot. Boom! Scores! 3 points for Utah. Score is now 8-16. Utah still trailing Florida, but Utah trying to catch up here. Great shot there by Robinson, man.
Ending the drought, finally putting some points on the board, and like I did state, it seems like the offense is going through Chad. So Chad is the floor general here, and he is responsible for Salt Lake to put points on the board.
And there you see Matt Johnson and Daniels, and there you see the defense there, the tandem defense. Johnson with the ball, nothing but net. 2 points off the glass. Great defense on the part of the Salt Lake Alchemists. And there you see Matt Johnson blocking the shot here. And Johnson passing the ball to Greg McRoberts. Bam! 2 points as well. Suddenly, Utah is catching up fast there. There you see 12-16 now. Utah finally maybe trying to get back in the game here.
McRoberts with the quick bucket. Defense leading to offense. Salt Lake inching closer to taking the lead over the Cobras.
And there you see the referee there taking out Greg McRoberts. He will be replaced with Kevin Gaines there. And there you see Gaines coming in. Good-looking kid there. Gaines, about 7'2", the giant of the Salt Lake Alchemists here.
Kevin Gaines is a powerhouse. You know, he reminds me of Shaquille O'Neal. He reminds me of a Yao Ming. He has the footwork inside the paint. Yeah, Kevin, he is a force to be reckoned with.
And Kevin Gaines, you know, he's not big like Shaq was. Kevin Gaines is maybe only 215. Shaq was more along that 300-pound mark. So Kevin Gaines, he's cat quick, but he's tall. He has the ability. And there you see Gaines. And maybe Gaines was what they needed because Gaines blocking the shot easily by Sterling. Gaines with the ball simply drops it in. And Gaines, there you see, scores another 2 points for Utah.
I'm actually shocked that Kevin didn't slam that basket home. He had the opportunity, but, you know, nothing wrong with a lay-in, easy basket. I would take that any day.
And Utah suddenly finds themselves trailing Florida very close here. The score now 14-16. Florida's got to make a basket.
Yes, they do. The Cobras have definitely lost their momentum, and Salt Lake has gained it all.
Ball pass to Nicholas Frey. Nicholas Frey going to the backcourt line. Nicholas Frey, and there you see long-range jump shot blocked by Kevin Gaines. Boom! Slammed in by Kevin Gaines. Okay, now Gaines, he seems to have gotten it here.
And that's what I want to see more from Kevin. I want him to use that height and his power to bang there in the paint and just be that force to be reckoned with.
Kevin Gaines is a force to be reckoned with. He definitely has what it takes. And there you see Kevin Gaines passing the ball to Noah Travinsky. Travinsky passing it to Chad Robinson there. Robinson going to the front line. Blocked by Sterling. An aggressive block there. Slammed by Sterling. A slam there. Slammed it home by Sterling. What a shot there.
There you go. When you inside that paint, you don't do like a little layup for a point guard. No, you a big man. You slam it home just how Ken did with the stuffer.
Utah, Florida in the second quarter. Halftime coming up. And we are back, third quarter, and there you see Kevin Gaines. I honestly think they should have started with Kevin Gaines instead of McRoberts there.
Well, you know, it's good to kind of have that burst of energy off the bench, and that's what Kevin Gaines gave Salt Lake. Gave him a burst off the bench. He came in there with defense. He came in there with a quick lay-in. He came in there with a powerful slam, the first slam dunk by Salt Lake. So, yeah, you know, he would have been good starting off with, but as you can see, he was beneficial as a six-man.
Matt Law there providing defense for Miami here, and Ron Levere being swapped out. Michael Richmond coming in to take the place of Ron Levere there. Michael Richmond, big kid in his own right here. Not quite as big as Gaines, but Richmond, 6'11", around the 7-foot mark. A couple of inches shorter than Gaines here, but Michael Richmond, what a hell of a defense he is, man. And he's going to be real hard. You know what, I'm going to tell you right now, if Salt Lake thought that Miami's defense was hard before, I think Michael's going to make it a lot harder now.
Yeah, see, Michael, he's like a Tayshaun Prince from Detroit. Michael has length on him. He has those long arms that stretch, so he can get those steals. He can interrupt those passing lanes. He's just a beast on defense.
Absolutely. Chad Robinson starting off with the ball, passing to Noah Travinsky here, passing to Kevin Gaines here, and there you see Michael Richmond. Michael Richmond trying to block the shot at Kevin Gaines. Kevin Gaines barrels over Richmond here, and Gaines passing the ball to Matt Johnson here. Matt Johnson trying to go for a slam, blocked by Frank Steele, and Frank Steele going for a three-point shot here. Frank Steele, blocked by Gaines again, and Gaines with a slam. 2 points, 20-18 now. Miami trailing Utah slightly. For the first time in this game, Salt Lake is ahead, Nico.
They are ahead, and it's all due to Kevin Gaines. Kevin Gaines came in there and just started balling.
What a score by Utah, but don't think that Frey and Steele and Sterling are going to take this lightly. Sterling especially, Sterling and Steele are a mean defense. And there you see Michael Richmond with the ball here. Richmond passing the ball to Frey. Frey passing the ball to Steele. Steele's got the ball, center court. Matt Johnson coming up behind here. Noah Travinsky. Travinsky and Johnson trying to cut off Frey and Steele and Sterling here. Matt Johnson with the ball, and Johnson, Utah trying to maintain that score here, and Johnson with a slam, 2 points, Utah 22-18 there.
And Johnson with the easy bucket with the slam, and Miami without a stop, so Miami needs to show off that defense that they're known for.
And Chad Robinson with the ball now, passing to Noah Travinsky here. Rick blocking the shot here. Rick with a score. 3 points. Utah up 3 now. Florida still 18. Utah at a solid 25 now.
Rick with the 3. Miami really needs to start generating some offense here before they end up getting blown out the building.
Absolutely, but they've got to get past Kevin Gaines. Kevin Gaines with a one-man defense position in the center of the court, defending that hoop block, and all attempted shots so far by Nicholas Frey and Frank Steele. And Steele now. Steele passing the ball to Michael Richmond here. Richmond now going head-to-head with the big man Gaines. Michael Richmond right over the head of Gaines. Boom! Three-pointer. Florida now. Florida 21-25.
Michael ending the drought for Miami. Miami going several minutes, even almost a full quarter without scoring. And Michael there finally breathing some life back into the Cobras with that three-pointer.
Utah did not need that. Florida may be trailing right now, but I'm going to tell you right now, that Michael Richmond, he is a tough kid. You know what, Nico? I'll tell you what Florida needs to do. They need to get that serious defense going. They've got to stop the big man gains at all costs. You know, Sterling and Steele especially. They had a mean defense going for the first 2.5, 3 quarters of the game, and all of a sudden, there you see Miami just kind of slacking on the defense there.
Yeah, it looks like fatigue is starting to set in, and I don't know if it has to do with conditioning or what's going on here, but these guys just look tired out there. Nicholas Frey over there, you can tell he's out of breath. Ken Sterling just backpedaling on defense. These guys looks like they need a breather.
And there you see Matt Law with the ball now. Matt Law with the ball. Noah Travinsky trying to stop Matt Law. Matt Law going for the score. Utah does not need this. And Law with the three-pointer. And Nico 24-25. Florida dangerously close. Trailing Utah 1 point behind, man.
About time Florida is finally generating offense how they did in those first couple of quarters.
And there you see Gaines there. Gaines stealing the ball there. Kevin Gaines trying to score. Blocked by Nicholas Frey. Steele and Law with a defense. Boom! Gaines flattened. Steele with a ball. 3 points. Florida finds themselves ahead again.
Back-to-back threes. Now the Cobras are finally playing how they did in those beginning quarters.
Absolutely, 27-25. Utah only 2 points behind. But I got to tell you, Gaines, he's not going to last out there forever. I'm going to tell you, Paul Williams and Rick Daniels, they've got to get their defense up here. That is one thing that has been slightly holding back Salt Lake, is that somewhat feeble, lazy defense. I mean, I don't mean to sound like a jerk, but I'm just calling it how it is. It's lazy defense by the Salt Lake Alchemists there, and they need to step it up here. Kevin Gaines now passing the ball to Matt Johnson. Matt Johnson running up side court on the right center side court here, and there you see Matt Johnson trying to go for the score, blocked by Nick Frey, boom, 3 points again. Rick Daniels trying to block this shot here, but just outmaneuvered by Frank Steele, who passes the ball to Ken Sterling, who passes the ball to Matt Law. Matt Law with a 2-point, 35-25. I'm sorry, but Utah's defense is just no match for Florida's right now, man. As soon as they got back in there, shook off that drowsiness, shook off that exhaustion just for a little while longer, Florida definitely has the better defense.
Yes, Florida has the better defense, and as you can see, their defense is transferring to their offense. You can see it in their offense. They're finally scoring buckets, and they're scoring consecutive buckets.
And there you see the clock there. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Michael Richmond with the ball. Utah has got to stop this here. There you see Noah Travinsky here trying to stop him. No match for Michael Richmond. Passes the ball to Nick Frey. 3 points. Florida absolutely dominating late in the third quarter here. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
This has been a seesaw game, definitely up and down. So this last quarter should be very interesting.
Definitely. It's definitely going to be a push and shove last quarter between the Cobras and the Alchemists here. And Salt Lake, there you see a substitution there. John Montalvo will be subbed in for Matt Johnson there. John Montalvo. I'll tell you, Nico, Montalvo, he's a good-looking kid right there, man. That kid is a great offenseman. Montalvo can definitely turn things around for Utah.
John is a force to be reckoned with.
And, of course, there you see Matt Law, of course, being subbed as well. Rafael Sevilla being brought in for Matt Law there.
Yes, Rafael from the EuroLeague talent coming onto the court.
And there you see Nick Frey passing the ball to Rafael Sevilla. And Rafael Sevilla going to center court here, going for that jump shot here. Blocked by Montalvo. And Montalvo, boom, power there. Power behind that shot, Nico. And it is 28-35 for Salt Lake City there. And there you see already John Montalvo just showing what kind of athlete he is. He is an amazing scorer right there.
I love to see him down in the paint, putting those moves, dunking that basketball.
I think between Michael and Sterling and Steele, though, Florida may still have this in the bag, but I mean, who knows, man? You got a great defenseman in Kevin Gaines. You got a great offenseman in John Montalvo. Who knows in this one?
And don't forget about Chad Johnson. He's been a little quiet out there, but remember, he's still out there too. So you have a three-headed monster with John, Kevin, and Chad out there for Salt Lake.
Exactly, and I'll tell you, Florida, they've got to deal with that. And there you see Chad Robinson. Ball passed to Chad Robinson there. Oh! Score by Chad Robinson. Three-pointer, and could Utah be catching up here?
Chad taking Paul off the dribble to hit that three-pointer. I tell you, Paul with the weak defense, and Chad definitely exploited it.
Ball stolen by Rafael Sevilla, and that kid is determined to prove himself here. Score 2 points by Rafael there, and Rafael, man.
Those offensive skills that he brought from the EuroLeague down to the SSBA, and a nice, easy score for Ralph.
Ball passed to Chad Robinson here. Shot blocked by Frank Steele. Passing the ball to Nicholas Frey. Nicholas Frey trying to go and make the shot. Going down center of the court here. Nicholas Frey. Frey going in. Passing the ball to Frank Steele. Passing the ball to Ken Sterling. And Sterling going to make the shot. Blocked by Gaines. Gaines. Boom! Gaines. Three-pointer here. And suddenly 34-35, and just like that, the defense and the power of those shots by Gaines, Nico.
And the Cobras actually, that possession did have good ball movement, but just Kevin Gaines being slippery in those passing lanes, picking off that pass.
Michael Richmond with the ball here, and Gaines and Richmond battling over that ball, and Richmond with a score.
Back-to-back scores by these teams, by these star players. First by Kevin, then by Mike. Mike says, Kevin, whatever you can do, I can do better.
John Montalvo there, and a hungry look in his eye. John Montalvo jogging up there. I don't know how many men can stop Montalvo there. And there you see Sterling and Steele taking up defensive positions. That is one hell of a defense there. And boom! Utah, three-pointer there.
Yes, Utah with the three-pointer from Kevin Gaines. So Kevin Gaines also showing his athleticism inside and outside. Kevin Gaines is well over double digits in this ball game.
Squaring off against Michael Richmond there. And Montalvo and Richmond there battling over that ball. Richmond grabbing it. 3 minutes left. Florida scores 3 points there. Utah has got to catch up here. And John Montalvo with the ball. Passing it to Robinson. Passing it to Noah Travinsky. Jogging down center of the court. Left and center. Noah dribbling the ball. Blocked by Nicholas Frey. Sterling and Steele. Sterling with the defense. Boom! Three!
And his defense is just incredible. As you can see, Noah, he had the ball at the top of the key, and then Nicholas with the block, and then they recovered it with the steal, and then Miami comes down with the quick score. So their defense is also their offense. I'm impressed with these guys.
We got less than 2 minutes left on the clock. I think this game belongs to Florida, Nico.
Miami's up 49-37. They're up by double digits, and they're killing them with the three-pointers. Salt Lake is trying to generate some type of offense. They're trying to go through Kevin Gaines. They're trying to generate it through John, but they just can't. Florida's defense is just too tough.
And there you see Rafael trying to block Kevin Gaines' defense of the hoop here. And now Kevin Gaines. And there you see John Montalvo. Taken out. Sevilla there. and Sevilla just flattened center of the court by Kevin Gaines. Michael Richmond with the ball. Gaines blocking the shot here. Less than a minute to go. And Gaines trying to go for that slam. And Florida, Richmond scores another 3. Florida just has amazing defense there. And there you see Montalvo and Robinson trying to make a last-ditch effort there. No match for the defense, however, of Steele and Sterling, and Kevin Gaines trying to block the shot, and Michael Richmond will make the final 2 points.
Michael driving down the baseline to get that easy lay-in, and at that point in time, I think Salt Lake just kind of gave up and just gave him that basket. Both teams were very impressive, I must say, but Miami's defense, Florida's defense, was just too much for Salt Lake tonight.
Florida wins the game 51-37 in the fourth quarter. Michael Richmond, an excellent shot to top off this game.
Defense wins championships, defense wins games, and I'm pretty sure the next game that Salt Lake has, when they improve on defense, they will get that W.
You know, the pressure was on for both teams as well as me and you and everybody associated with this league. It was our first night, our first game of the season. Very impressed with both teams during this game tonight. It was definitely a seesaw, back and forth game, but in the end, Florida's defense just overpowered anything Utah had. Utah did not have very good defense as far as Daniels and Williams. I mean, it's absolutely pathetic. Gaines came in, did his best, but, it's like I said, Sterling and Steele, amazing defense. Nick and Michael, just amazing offense. And with that combination, you just couldn't stop them tonight.
No, you couldn't. Kevin was that spark off the bench. Chad was very aggressive in the beginning. Also, John McCarvo, him coming in, being a force off the bench. So they did have some contributors, and also Noah Travinsky developing the offense. So you did have some playmakers for Salt Lake, but again, Miami's defense was just too much for Salt Lake to really find a consistent rhythm on offense.
No doubt, Salt Lake needing to work on their defense. I would advise that, down the road, Salt Lake really needs to get a couple of guys in there who can really, because I'm going to tell you, Sterling and Steele, just amazing, almost unstoppable defense there. Every attempted shot in the first 2 quarters of the game was blocked and deflected by Law and Steele and Sterling. And then when Michael came in, between Michael and Nicholas, forget it, man, forget it. Kevin Gaines was that spark, that little spark that Salt Lake may have needed, I think, between Gaines and Johnson. But the problem is Utah just did not have enough in the defense department. Miami dominating tonight. Defense, Florida winning the game 51-37. Ladies and gentlemen, the first game of the SSBA League. I'm Casey Schofield alongside Nico Smooth. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been a historic making night. Our first basketball game of the season debuting in this brand new league. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.